Hi guys, so for today's homework we are adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators using area models. So remember, unlike denominators just means that your bottom numbers of a fraction are not the same. And if you remember, we talked about in class, we can't add or subtract fractions if the denominators aren't the same. So that's what we're going to be working on today by using and drawing area models. So this first example, we have 12/15 plus 3/5. So remember, your first step is always to draw the fraction with the smaller denominator. So the smaller denominator is 5. So I'm going to put a square around that one because I know that's the fraction I have to change. And that's the fraction I'm going to draw first. So I'm going to go ahead and make a square for my area model. And I'm going to write 3/5 here at the top because that's the fraction I want to draw first, like I squared off. Now, in order to divide my fraction in 5, since my denominator is 5, I need to draw one line less. So I have to draw 4 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I have my 5 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I look at my numerator and I have to shade 3. So 1, 2, 3. Now I have my first step done. I drew 3/5. Now I want to change my denominator of the 5 to be the same as 15. So I have to think in my head, 5 times what will give me 15? And if you think about your times tables, you should know that 5 times 3 is 15. So I'm going to use a different color. And I put times 3. Since I know to get from 5 to 15, I can multiply by 3. That same 3 I'm now going to write here on the left side of my area model. Oops, and this should be a 3. Because now I know that I need to divide my area model into 3 sections going side to side. Because I want to divide it into 3 sections, I'm going to go ahead and draw just 2 lines. 1, 2. And now I have my 3 sections. 1 section, 2 sections, 3 sections. And now I have my new area model. Now I can change my fraction that I squared off and change it by multiplying it by 3. So I'm going to write 3/5. And whatever I multiply to the denominator, I have to multiply to the numerator. And now I can change it. So 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 3 is 15. Check to see, does your model match the new fraction? We can check. Let's see, do we have 9 shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Do you have 15 squares? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And yes, we have 15 squares. Now, that is our new fraction that we are going to replace for 3/5 because we changed 3/5 and we made it to 9/15. Now I can write it here in my new spaces. 12/15 is going to stay the same, but my 3/5 I know it's equal to 9/15. And now my numerators are the same. So now I can add 12 plus 9. I can either count with my fingers or I can add up and down. I'm going to go ahead and add up and down. Let's see. 12 plus 9. 9 plus 2, 9, 10, 11. Carry my 1. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So 21. So that means 12 plus 9 is 21. And remember, your denominator always stays the same. So it stays as 15. And ta-da, our answer. Okay. All right, so that's with adding. Whenever you subtract, you do the exact same thing. The only difference is when you get to this section, you subtract. So for example, if this was minus and if this was minus, the only difference that you would do is that you would do 12 minus 9, and that would give you your new answer. Otherwise, every other step stays the same. I hope that this helps a little bit. And remember, rewatch the video if it helps you complete your homework. Bye.